I have one question. So, in the last session, somebody asked actually about the alignment. I also have the similar issues actually. So my hands were when we tilt right or left,
Yes.
my
Yes.
hands were always ahead of my head. You are instructing to keep it aligned with your head,
Yes.
but that's little stiff, I guess.
Yes. Um, Meaning on the side bending, right?
Yes.
Um, the one thing to do is keep the alignment and see if the upper arm and fingertips can stretch out as much as possible without compromising on the alignment, even if you're not able to bend as much. For example, you might see somebody bending, let's say 90 degrees, right? But let us say you are only able to bend up to 20 degrees and keep the alignment, do that.
Sure.
Only if you are feeling like you need to bend 90 degrees, then the upper shoulder falls forward. Am I understanding the problem right?
Uh, no, no. So my hands were never be in align with the head actually. They were always ahead.
That is because your upper shoulder falls forward, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and so that's what I'm saying. Bend and stop at the point where the upper shoulder tends to fall forward. And stop. Focus on getting the upper arm to stretch out as much as you can. And now the arm is around the ears, not falling forward. Does it help?
Yes. I will try this.
Very good. Thank you. 4 minutes in, let us begin again. Any comfortable seated posture. Spine comfortably erect. Upper arms hanging by the sides of your body, elbows by the sides of your body. Elbows comfortably bent, back of the hands on your thighs or knees. Eyes softly closed. 3 deep breaths. Come to here and now. Mentally connect with what is here and now. Physically and physiologically, energetically, we're always here and now. What tends to get disconnected or distracted is our mind. It kind of floats to the past or to the future. So when I say awareness or attention, what I mean is to bring the mind also to here and now. That's all. The universe is an energetic process. And you and I are activities of the universe here and now. And let your mind Settle. To be okay with what is here and nothing to run away, nothing to hold on to. Allow everything to be just as it is. This is not passivity, this is a great responsibility to recognize things as they are. Without distortions of the past or fears or hopes. They're all distortions. Interestingly, both fear and hope are distortions. They are two sides of the same coin. Whereas right here and now, it's magnificent. We are alive and aware. Palms to the heart center. Namaskara Mudra. May this practice be for the benefit of all beings. Tilt your head forward. Open your eyes. Inhaling, take the arms by the side, palms going up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Come up to standing. Broad stance. Big toes are slightly pointing toward each other. Hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale, and bring even weight on your feet, neither on the toes nor on the heels. And this forms a solid foundation for all the practice. We don't need to necessarily move our feet throughout the practice. We're going to warm up. Inhaling, move the hips forward, chest forward, look up and take the arms out and back, back bend. Exhaling, bending forward, hugging yourself, chin to the chest, bend from the hips forward, head hanging loose, chin to the chest. You can bend the knees, not a problem at all. The roof of the head is going toward the mat And you can bend the knees as much as you need to. 4 more rounds. Hips forward, chest forward, and then look up, arms out and back. Shoulder blades going together. And then bending forward, shoulder blades going away from each other, chin to the chest. Total 5 rounds. For completing 5 rounds. Hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up to the sides, arms parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhaling center, exhaling, bending toward your right. Allow the right arm to hang behind the right leg. Allow the right ear to fall down toward the right shoulder. Left arm behind your left ear. Left fingers reaching for the right wall. Inhaling center. Exhaling, bending toward the left wall. Left arm hanging behind the left leg. Left ear falling down to the left shoulder, stretching the right side of the neck. Right arm behind your right ear, reaching for the left wall. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. After completing, hands on your waist. Manjit, you can reduce your stance by half a foot or so. Yes, that's comfortable. Yes. No problem in your stance, except it is more restricting, I feel. Thank you. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up to the sides, palms facing the front. Inhaling center, exhaling, twisting your upper body to the right. Look over the right shoulder, even perhaps past the right shoulder. Inhaling center. Exhaling, go the other way. Inhaling center. 4 more rounds. And as you might notice, the later rounds you may be able to see further toward the back. Just in a few rounds, your body will adjust, grow, or open. Another way of looking at it is it'll open itself to what you want to do. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Bend your knees and sit back in an imaginary chair behind you. Feel the posture on your thighs. To the extent possible, arms and spine in alignment. And your soft gaze is ahead and down. 5 deep breaths, 5. You can bend your knees, but the knees are not going further than your big toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up. Take a deep breath. Keep the arms up, interlacing fingers. Inhale, exhaling, twist and look at your right wall. Look toward the right wall. Next inhalation, back bend. Take your arms toward the left wall as much as you can and look up at the ceiling. Feel the connection from your right shoulder to the left hip joint. Inhaling, center. Come all the way to the center. Take a deep breath. Next exhalation, twist and look at your left wall. Next inhalation, back bend, take your arms toward the right wall. Look up at the ceiling. Take the arms back as much as you can. Next inhalation, straight all the way up. Hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring your feet comfortably closer. Relax your arms. Stand relaxed. Take a deep breath, exhale. Remember, we are not trying to accomplish anything. We are merely present, following the Hatha Yoga instructions. We are merely present to whatever the experience is. And if there is progress, that's a byproduct. We are not pushing aggressively for some progress. If there is any progress at all, it is in the quality of our presence right now. Front of the mat. Tadasana. Namaskaram. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara with diligence and attention. Begin. If the mind wanders to the past or the future, begin again. If you have a negative response to the distraction, that also is an act of being with the past. The reaction to distraction is also about the past, so no need. It's okay. Begin again. After completing 3 rounds, relax your arms, separate your feet comfortably, stand relaxed. And standing relaxed in awareness. Remember, the main practice is awareness, a relaxed awareness. That is the main practice. And physical postures, breath are all aligned to support that relaxed awareness, or not intervene. Being open to any experience, pleasant or unpleasant, or equally good, like black clouds and white clouds, or equally good to the space which is unaffected. Three deep breaths. Today we will approach few postures that would help us pay more attention to the hip joints. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Namaskar Mudra. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Head down, relax the shoulders. You can bend the knees, not a problem. Inhaling, right foot back, long step back. Bring your weight between the front foot and the back foot. Your fingertips or palms are there as a guide, not too much weight on your fingertips. The weight is mostly 90%, 95% on your front foot and back foot. Look up and look for exhalations to allow the hips to go down. Not forcing down. You are allowing the exhalations to relax the hips down as you look up, and you will feel the right hip front opening. 5. No forcing. Relax. Relax in diligence. 3, 2, 1. Next exhalation, right foot forward. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up. Release the arms. See how, come to Tadasana, feet close together, stand. How You might feel a certain difference, or you might not. But if you feel just few seconds of Ashwa can open up the hip, and open hips can be greatly supportive of our posture. Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. Head down, relax. Shoulders relaxed. This is a counter posture to what we are going to do. Just to next inhalation, take the left foot far back as much as you can. Look up and make sure that your weight is between the front foot and the back foot. And your fingertips or palms are on the ground just as a guide. And now awareness on your left hip front and allowing the exhalations to relax the hips down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next exhalation, left foot forward, hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release the arms. Tadasana, and see how Tadasana feels. Take a deep breath, exhale. We're going to go a bit deeper in the hip opening postures. Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. You can bend the knees, connecting your abdomen to the thighs, head down. Take a deep breath. Next inhalation, right foot back, long step. Slowly drop your right knee down. And if you need a cushion, you can fold the mat sideways or bring a towel if you need, or a cushion for the right knee. Right toes pointing back. And hands on the waist. Bring your spine vertical. Now, it is okay to bring the right knee right underneath the right hip joint. So you can move your right hip forward just a bit to make it easier. If you're really comfortable already, it's okay. Those who are feeling this uncomfortable can move the right knee forward. Right toes pointing back. Keep the spine vertical and allow the exhalations to get the hips to go forward and down, and you can bend the front knee as much as you need to. You can keep bending the front knee. Let the exhalations relax your hips forward and down. Keep the spine straight. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, down. Ashwa. Next exhalation, right foot forward. Uttanasana. Head down. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come on. Release the arms. Stand relaxed. Take a deep breath, exhale. Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. Bend the knees deeply, abdomen on the thighs, head down, shoulders relaxed. Surrender in Uttanasana. Attitude of surrender. Next inhalation, left foot back. Land gently the left knee down. If you need the cushion, you can bring the cushion under the left knee. And left toes pointing back. Hands on the waist, straighten up the spine. No aggression at all as you bend your front knee deeply, allowing the hips to go forward and down, even as you keep the spine straight. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 1. Ashvasanchalana. Next exhalation, left foot forward, Uttanasana. Hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up. And release the arms. Separate your feet comfortably, stand relaxed. These are preparations for Anjaneyasana. Yes, Nirmala had a question.
Yes, Jay. I could not balance on one knee. My upper body kept moving.
Yes.
I had this feeling that I'm falling down.
So bring the back knee forward. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have the back knee further back, you need more practice. You can
Okay.
bring the back knee forward. Yes.
Okay.
Next,
Yeah, sure.
next time. Sure. Thank you. Good question. Take 3 deep breaths. As I was saying, these hip opening, they are all good preparations for Anjaneyasana. We're not going to go to Anjaneyasana now, but we are going to approach Pasvatonasana. So forward bend, split legs, forward bend. Take a deep breath, exhale. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Start with your feet hip width apart. Namaskaram. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. Surrender. You can bend the knees, not a problem at all. Head completely relaxed. Shoulders completely relaxed, arms hanging loose. Even if your hands are reaching the ground, arms hanging loose. Inhaling, right foot back. Make sure your front foot line through the front foot and line through the back foot are hip width distance. So it will be easier. You can move the back foot half a foot forward. And then place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist, inhaling, come up. You should be able to, and you're looking to the front, directly to the front, or where the left toes are pointing to. Your hips are directly presenting forward, shoulders, soft gaze ahead. Before we proceed to Pasvatonasana, we'll do a simple preparation. Or even a counter posture you can think of. Interlace fingers on your back. Open the chest. Straighten up the elbows. Open the chest. Shoulder blades going toward each other. Bend your right knee and bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. And now bend from the hips forward, taking the left side of the abdomen closer to the left thigh. Look to the front. Now bring more weight onto your left heel, activating the entire back of your left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Straighten up the left knee, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now, Pasvatonasana practice, we are going to keep the left knee straight throughout the practice. We are going to bend from the hips with the left knee kept straight. Inhale. Exhaling, keeping the left knee straight, bend from the hips, looking to the front. You need to keep a balance on your back foot and the front foot, even if your front foot is loaded more because of your forward bend. Don't lose track of the back foot for balance. Inhale. Exhaling, chin to the left shin. Chin toward the left shin with the left knee straight as much as you can. Head down. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In slightly bend the left knee, inhaling, come up. Next, go to Ashva. Go to Ashva. Next exhalation, right foot forward. Uttanasana, surrender. Hands on the waist, inhaling, come up. Release your arms. Stand relaxed. Pasvatonasana proper practice is with your hands behind you in Namaskara Mudra. We didn't add that element. We are focusing more on that would bring the shoulders more into the practice. But today we are simply allowing all the attention to the hips. Take a deep breath, exhale. Feet, bring the feet hip width apart. Namaskara Mudra. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. Inhaling left foot back. Take a long step back and then bring the back foot half a foot forward. And then place the back foot flat on the mat, hands on the waist. Inhaling, come up, face where the right toes are pointing to. You should feel a very good balance between the front foot and back foot. It should not be a strain standing balanced with the split legs. Interlacing fingers on your back. Press the palms together, straighten the elbow. Squeeze the shoulder blades on your back together. Start bending the right knee and bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. Inhale. Sunil, yeah, bend the knee, yes. Next exhalation, bend from the hips forward, look to the front. And consciously bring more weight onto your right heel, activating the entire right or back of your right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, come up. Straighten up the right knee, hands on the waist. Straighten up the right knee, hands on the waist. Inhaling. Relax. Now we are prepared for Pasvatonasana. Throughout the practice, we are going to keep the right knee straight. Inhale. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward, look to the front. Keep the right knee straight. Keep the back straight as much as you can. Inhale. Exhaling, right chin toward, chin to the right shin. Chin to the right shin and then head down. Right. Completely relax. Keep the right knee straight. You will feel the posture on the back of your right leg. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend the right knee. Inhaling, come up. Ashva. Next exhalation, left foot forward, Uttanasana. Surrender. Hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up. Release the arms. Separate your feet comfortably. Stand relaxed. Standing relaxed might feel a bit easier, perhaps now, than when you stood up at the beginning of the session. Take a deep breath, exhale. Now let us add one balancing practice as much as we can. Feet close together. Bend your right knee and bring the right foot up, right knee and right foot up. And place the right foot on top of the left thigh. In front of the left thigh. In front of the left thigh. Yes. You can take support of your hands if you need to. Namaskara Mudra. Inhale. Exhaling, slowly start bending the left knee as much as you can. This preparation for Garudasana practice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Release the leg and release the arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. If you feel like you need support, you can stand closer to the wall to give you physical and psychological support. Tadasana. Namaskara Mudra. Bend your left knee and bring the left knee up. And place the left foot in on top of the right thigh. If you need your hand support, remove your Namaskara Mudra, take the hand support. And then come to Namaskara Mudra. And then bend your right knee as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, straighten up. Release the arms, release the legs, stand relaxed. Lie down on your back. Hug your knees, rock back and forth. Side to side. Settle back down. Release the legs. Now let us practice Anandhabalasana. Bend your knees. Bring your knees closer to the chest. Your feet pointing, the soles of your feet are pointing to the ceiling. Soles of your feet are pointing to the ceiling. Now reach for your big toes. Left hand grabbing the left big toe, right hand grabbing the right big toe. You can keep the knees bent as comfortably as you can. And start with your feet hip width apart, just hip width apart. And your shoulders, if you can bring the shoulders back down to the ground to do that. Otherwise, as much as you need to. Anandhabalasana. Now, if you're comfortable, you can separate your legs as much as you can. Otherwise, stay in Anandhabalasana, or you can go for the variation. And you can feel the posture on your back of your thighs and the inside of your legs, inside thighs. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4. You should be comfortable. This is Anandhabalasana. If you're straining too much, reduce the intensity. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet together, release the grip and release the legs. Take a deep breath. Spread your arms shoulder height. Bend your knees and bring your knees flat, feet flat on the mat. Keep your feet close together. Bring your feet close together. Your inner feet touching each other. Now, straighten your right leg down. Straighten your right leg down. And look over your left shoulder. Left shoulder. And take your left knee toward the right side with your right foot staying behind, left foot staying behind the right knee. Take your left knee toward the right side of the mat as much as you can and feel the twist. You can take the knee, except your left foot is kind of hooking and stabilizing. Manjit, you can go further. You can go, no, not that way. Keep the leg straight. Yes, keep the right leg straight. Except you can take, if you need, take the left foot off the mat and then go further. Yes, yes, good. Go deeper as much as you can. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten up the left knee. Bend the right knee and bring the right foot closer to the left foot. And then straighten the left leg down. Look over your right shoulder and take your right knee toward the left side of the mat as much as you can. Feel the twist. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten up the right knee. Relax both the legs and surrender in Shavasana. Make any final movements you feel necessary. So you can surrender without needing to move at all for the next few minutes. Take a deep breath to settle the whole body down. Maybe 2 more breaths, 3 deep breaths. Settle the whole body down. Remember, the main practice is relaxed awareness of what is flowing right now. And the rest of the practice is aligned to that, or in service of that. Relax. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently move out of Shavasana. Taking your time, come to sitting, eyes closed. Take your hands back, catch the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, growing taller. Exhaling, bending from the hips forward, thanking Mother Earth. Inhaling, come up. Rub your palms vigorously, generating heat. Massaging your closed eyes and gently blink your eyes open. Namaste.